You sit down at the desk to work. The blank cursor blinks on the screen, and your mind completely freezes. You wake up and immediately begin to rationalize the silence, telling yourself that you simply don't know what to say today. This feeling of emptiness is a strange contrast to the reality of your work. Your internal library is vast, filled with years of research and professional results. The friction you feel is the visceral weight of visibility. It is the realization of what it actually means to be seen. Experts often construct an elaborate false wall to explain their silence. We blame the shifting priorities of an algorithm or the lack of a perfect SEO strategy. The struggle has little to do with a lack of ideas or a deficit of knowledge. This specific distance, the space between your internal knowledge and your external expression, is the visibility gap. This invisible chasm is where talented healers, coaches, and experts get stuck. Moving forward requires setting aside mechanical strategy and looking directly at the personal barrier blocking you. When we strip away the technical excuses, we find the core material of the gap, the visceral fear of being perceived. Being seen requires vulnerability. It involves the risk of being judged and the discomfort of showing up exactly as you are. The standard content machine is built on performance. The expression model is built on identity. Attempting to perform an identity is exhausting. When you try to get it right, the mental engine freezes. The content we share is a pure reflection of who we are willing to be in public. Ground this in a single moment. You are recording a video and your throat gets stuck, or you stumble over a specific word. That frozen microsecond is a decisional branch in your mind. One impulse is to reach for the delete key. You feel the urge to scrap the take and hide behind a veil of perfectionism. The other choice is to keep the camera rolling. You decide to leave the flub in the final cut. Choosing to remain present in that moment is the only way the true intent of your message survives the edit. Leaning into the mistake proves to your audience that you value a genuine human connection more than a sterile, polished performance. Practicing this leads to a psychological state called okayness, the profound realization that showing up exactly as you are is entirely sufficient. For the human brain, social judgment often feels like a threat to survival. Attempting to override this instinct in complete isolation is a massive psychological burden. This is why a community is a necessary safety net. When others around you are taking the same risks, the nervous system begins to recognize the vulnerability as safe. A shared space allows you to practice daily expression without the constant, paralyzing fear of judgment. The environment you build around yourself dictates your capacity to show up for your own audience. Imagine sitting down to work again. The cursor is blinking, but the internal framing has shifted. You can drop the exhausting, strategic question of, "What should I post today?" Replace it with an identity-driven question. Am I willing to let them see this side of me today? An unfiltered message will magnetically reach the right people precisely because of its authenticity. Content creation is a daily act of showing up. It is the choice to embrace vulnerability and live your purpose out loud.